Hey warriors, something wild just dropped. A gang boss just warned the city about you. Illegal post? Oh, they can't handle your fire, but here's the tea. You are untouchable, raw, unstoppable. Every eye is on you. Every corner whispers your name. And the best part? You didn't ask for attention. Nah. It came straight to you like chaos itself, and you own it. Now stick around, because this video is about to expose what they feared the most and how you rise unstoppable. Every move, every word, every post will ignite your power. Oh wow. You'll see how to turn threats into fuel, into legend status. And trust me, you want to leave your mark in the comments. Tell me, how does it feel knowing they warned the city about you? Shout out to every real one watching. Yeah, you the ones who grind, who rise, who refuse to bow. This is your tribute, your moment, your energy captured here. So comment, engage, and let the city hear your voice too, because by the end, you'll know they underestimated what you're capable of. They whispered your name like it was a curse, but they didn't know it was a signal. The city shifts beneath you tonight. Every shadow seems sharper. Every alleyway feels alive. They think they can corner you, chain you with their rules, but rules are illusions, fragile constructs, built by those too afraid to see. And now, a gang boss has thrown the gauntlet. You, publicly, loudly. The warning spreads faster than fire through dry timber. Streets buzz with whispers. Eyes dart. The air itself trembles. And yet, you are still calm. Oh wow, yeah, calm. They call it illegal, forbidden, dangerous. But listen closely. Danger is not what they fear. Weakness is. And you? You do not know the word. You exist beyond the labels they try to brand on you. You stand in the center of their trembling, a spark in the dark that refuses to dim. They thought a warning would scare you. Nah, it awakened something inside. Every word you posted, every move you made resonates now. The post wasn't just a signal, it was a declaration. A light cutting through the fog, and the city sees it. The powerful, the petty, the corrupt, they all see it. They feel it. You are no longer hidden. You are the pulse that refuses to be ignored. Their fear is a mirror, reflecting only their own shortcomings. The warning, loud and brazen, is not a cage, it's a spotlight. And you, standing in it, know the truth. It's not about rebellion, it's about integrity. The path you walk is not paved with shortcuts or chaos. It's paved with courage, focus, vision. And every trembling whisper about your post only proves that what you are doing is necessary, inevitable, unstoppable. The city watches. Every corner becomes a stage. Every shadow, a spectator. They imagine threats, traps, ambushes. But you see the web, the network of fear and anticipation. Each whispered rumor, each hurried glance, each warning sign, it's all part of the design of your rise. They do not yet understand that labeling a post illegal is meaningless against someone who walks with purpose, who moves with vision, who bends chaos into form. And the gang boss, oh, they think their warning is a weapon. But they have handed you the ultimate advantage. Fear is contagious, yes, but it spreads faster when wielded strategically. And now, with the city alert, with eyes and ears turned toward you. The stage is set. The rules are shifting. The moment is yours to claim. And when they feel the tremor of what is coming, they will finally realize that warning someone is not the same as stopping them. Every heartbeat of the city beats in rhythm with anticipation. Every breath carries a question. Who will move first? Who will falter? And while they whisper about your post, about your audacity, about the risk, you smile quietly, unseen, calm, deliberate. Because one truth remains: a warning does not weaken a strong mind. It sharpens it, and yours is sharper than anything they could imagine. The prey trembles. The predator smiles quietly. Oh wow. Now it begins. The city's eyes that once scanned you for weakness now blink at uncertainty. They whisper. They plot. They sharpen their teeth in the shadows. And you? You move like a ghost threading through fog, unseen but always present. They thought the warning would cage you. Nah, it freed something within, something precise, calculated, ruthless in its clarity. Every alley, every corner, every murmured threat becomes a blueprint. Each warning is a note in the symphony of your strategy. They imagine you are frantic. They imagine hesitation, but hesitation is for those without vision. You are deliberate. Every step is a message. Every glance a calculation. Their fear becomes fuel, and suddenly the hunter wears a different mask, yours. Yes. Yes, the irony is delicious. They labeled your post illegal, as if words alone could bind a mind anchored in focus. But now, the roles have shifted. They are the trembling spectators. Their eyes track you. Their whispers chase you. And while they prepare traps, you prepare lessons. Every step they miscalculate strengthens your position. Every fearful glance, every shaky breath, reinforces the path you were always meant to walk. You are not reckless. You are measured, controlled. The city sees only fragments, never the whole. And that is your strength. They move like predators with blind spots. You move like an architect, weaving their chaos into a structure they cannot see, cannot touch, cannot disrupt. Oh, the elegance of it. The power of unseen order. And in this game, every warning thrown at you, every insult disguised as strategy, every label of dangerous or illegal becomes another tool. They cannot stop what they cannot understand. And their misunderstanding, it is your arena, your canvas, your declaration. You do not simply survive. You dominate the silence. You command the space between their panic and their planning. Their fear is no longer theirs alone. It spreads to the corners of the city. It drips through the streets, through whispers, through hurried doors closing behind them. And yet you remain untouchable. Not because you seek to harm, but because you walk with purpose, clarity and focus that bends circumstance to your will. The city feels it, the streets pulse with it, and in every shadow, the realization spreads. The hunted has become the hunter. The storm is loud, but the fire burns quietly, unseen, unstoppable. Oh, the city trembles beneath your shadow, and yet they do not see the real blaze. They feel the pulse of fear in their veins. but they cannot sense the fire inside you. That fire is patience. That fire is precision. That fire is the clarity of purpose that consumes hesitation, doubt, and weakness. Every warning, every label, every trembling whisper has fueled it. And now, now it roars silently, beneath the surface, waiting for the perfect moment to ignite. They call it dangerous, illegal, uncontrollable. And in their panic, they sharpen traps, imagining chaos can contain you. Nah, chaos has never contained vision. Chaos bends to it. The flame inside you is not reckless. It is deliberate, controlled, calculated. Every breath, every glance, every subtle movement fans it further until the storm outside meets the fire within. And suddenly, the rules of the city are rewritten. Pain has been your tutor. Fear has been your hammer. Every insult, every threat, every eye that follows you shapes the skeleton of something untouchable. Oh wow, the elegance of it. The brutality of quiet strength. They cannot touch the fire because it is forged from discipline, from resolve, from a mind that sees through every illusion. And when the city finally recognizes the pattern, the truth will hit like lightning. You do not just survive adversity, you master it, you bend it, you use it to illuminate the path ahead. Every post, every warning, every illegal tag, they believed it was a cage. It is the exact opposite. It is the forge. And in that forge, the fire does not burn recklessly. It burns with intent. Each flicker is a strategy. Each spark a revelation. You are no longer reacting. You are orchestrating. And the city, the streets, the shadows, they are the instruments of a symphony they cannot hear. This is not about destruction. This is about transformation. About power that is earned through patience, clarity, and unwavering focus. Every tremor of fear you feel around you, every whispered calculation by those who try to stop you, it all strengthens you, shapes you, prepares you. And when the fire finally leaps from the hidden depths into the open, oh, they will see, they will feel it. And the lesson will be simple. The one they called prey is now unstoppable. Every street is a pawn, every whisper a weapon, every fear a doorway. Oh wow. The city is alive now. Trembling, watching, breathing. Every corner is a stage, every shadow a spectator. They thought they could corner you. Nah, they forgot one rule. A mind disciplined, focused, and unyielding cannot be trapped. The fire within you spreads outward, shaping the world without their consent. Every alley, every street, every trembling heartbeat of the city bends silently under your influence. You move with precision, calculated. Every glance, every step, every silence is intentional. They call your post illegal, your power dangerous. But labels are meaningless against clarity. The city itself becomes your chessboard, each citizen, each whisper, each glance a piece to be positioned. And while they plot, thinking they are the hunters, you are orchestrating moves invisible to them. Oh, the elegance of strategy, the thrill of quiet dominance. The gang boss who warned the city, a mere pawn. Every street lord, every whispered threat, every trembling authority figure, pieces to be read, understood, and anticipated. They imagine chaos controls you. They imagine panic drives you. But you control the chaos. You bend the city's tension into focus, into leverage, into power that cannot be touched. Yeah, the irony is breathtaking. Every illegal post, every whispered fear fuels the strategy they cannot see. Each trap they set is a lesson. Each warning is a signal. You learn, adapt, and move with intent. Every fear that ripples through the city strengthens your vision, sharpens your mind, and solidifies the power that flows quietly, invisibly, inevitably. And when they finally feel it, when the tremor of your influence reaches every corner, they will understand one brutal truth. The one they labeled dangerous is the architect of control, the master of the unseen game. And still, you do not rush. You do not explode. Patience is your blade. Precision is your shield. Every step unfolds the map of the city under your command. Every whisper carries meaning. Every shadow bends to the rhythm you dictate. The city becomes your canvas. Each move deliberate, each outcome a reflection of discipline and foresight. Oh, the quiet power of unseen mastery. It is intoxicating, and the streets will remember it long after the warnings fade. Power is not taken, it is claimed, silently, irrevocably. Oh wow, the city finally feels it. The tremors you orchestrated, the whispers you cultivated, the shadows you commanded, converge into one undeniable truth. You are unstoppable. Every label they cast, every warning they shouted, every fear they fanned, has become the foundation of your strength. They thought the post could define you, constrain you, diminish you. Nah, the post was merely the spark. The city is now the flame, and you are the quiet, relentless fire that guides it. Every step you take resonates with intent. Every breath is a message, and the gang boss who warned the city, a note in your symphony. Every street lord, every trembling observer, every whispered threat, part of a larger pattern only you can see. The city bends, shifts, and dances to a rhythm it does not understand. And you, standing in the eye of this silent storm, are both conductor and force. Yeah, the irony is beautiful. They imagined control, but you embody it. They imagined fear, but you transcend it. They imagined chaos, but you shape it into structure, into clarity, into power. And in that shaping, they see only fragments. They do not see the mind that commands, the patience that calculates, the vision that transforms whispers into strategy. Every tremor, every glance, every shadow they once thought hid you, now proclaims your presence. The city's pulse mirrors your own. The fear they carried, the tension they broadcast, becomes your instrument. Each whispered rumor, each hurried retreat, each illegal accusation reinforces your ascent. Oh, the elegance of unseen mastery. Every obstacle, every warning, every threat has been absorbed, processed, transformed into fuel. And now, standing above it all, you realize you do not merely survive. You elevate, you shape, you define. And as the city finally comprehends the pattern, the strategy, the quiet power, a single thought crystallizes. This is not about destruction. This is not about dominance for its own sake. It is about clarity, integrity, discipline, vision. The one they labeled dangerous, illegal, untouchable, has become a symbol of what is possible when fear is confronted, when patience is chosen, and when focus is absolute. And now, yeah, you've seen it all. The warnings, the chaos, the fire within, the city bending under your presence, all of it. You didn't just survive, nah. You claimed your power, you mastered the storm, you became the hunter. And the best part? The city, the streets, even the gang boss, they finally see what you were all along. But this isn't the end. Oh wow. No, it's just the beginning. Every one of you watching right now. Yeah, you, this tribute is yours. You who rise when others falter. You who turn fear into fuel. You who refuse to be invisible in a world that wants to label you, control you, stop you. Your energy, your vision, your grind, it matters. It shapes the chaos. It defines the streets. It inspires others to stand, to move, to own their fire. So comment below. Let the world know how you feel. Share your moves, your victories, your unstoppable energy. Because this monologue, this story, it's not just about me, it's about you. About everyone who dares to rise when the warnings scream in your face. Remember, they warned the city about you, and that is your crown. Well. Have you ever felt trapped? Like they were trying to control you every single step? Like everyone around you thought you were the problem? But nah, they just couldn't handle your power, your mind, your vision. Oh yeah, you've been underestimated for too long, right? They whispered behind your back, they laughed, they doubted, and yet here you are. Unstoppable, unbroken, undeniable. But wait, before you scroll away, wait. This speech, this message, it's not just words, it's a mirror, showing you what they could never control, what they could never break, and what you need to fully see today. And hey, shout out to you. Yeah, you the one watching. The one who refused to fold, the one who stayed patient, focused, and real. This is your moment, your recognition, your tribute. Drop a comment if you've ever felt this energy, if they doubted you and yet you rose above. We're celebrating you right here, right now. So buckle up, lean in, absorb every word, and feel it. By the end of this video, you're going to see why were they never your problem, and why your freedom, your control, your untouchable self belongs only to you. They called you chaos. They called you reckless. They called you the problem. But here's the truth. You weren't broken. Oh wow, no. You weren't the error they whispered about behind closed doors. They labeled you, boxed you, tried to pin their fear and weakness onto your shoulders. They wanted a story, a villain, a scapegoat for every mistake that was never really yours. And yet, you moved. Quietly, patiently, observing, absorbing. Watching them twist their own control into madness. Yeah, they were terrified, but not of you. They were terrified that they couldn't touch you, that you refused to bend, that your mind, your choices, your path were not theirs to command. It's funny, isn't it? How the same people who claim to know you, Didn't. Nah, not even close. They assumed that the cracks in their own understanding meant cracks in your character. They painted your independence as rebellion. They misread your discipline for defiance. Every step you took outside the lines, it wasn't chaos, it was precision. A chess move on a board they thought they owned. And now they're squirming. The confusion in their eyes, priceless. The whispers behind your back, pathetic. They always wanted control, never comprehension. And comprehension, oh, it's a weapon they never possessed. You remember every time they tried to push, to pull, to manipulate. Every sharp word thrown like a dagger. Every expectation stacked like bricks on your chest. You held your ground, and in doing so you revealed the cruelest truth. They didn't need you to fail. They only needed you to conform. But you didn't. You refused. You persisted. You stayed. Even when it was easier to fold, to vanish, to give them the satisfaction of a broken version of yourself. And that is why they never understood. That is why they still can't. That is why they're beginning to see it now. Oh yes, that flicker of doubt in their gaze, that pause before the next word leaves their lips, that hesitation before the next command. You've cracked the mirror of their illusion. You're the one they never predicted. You are the force they thought they could tame with fear, but fear, fear bows to no one who refuses it. And you didn't just refuse, you thrived. Quietly, strategically, unshakably. Every day they whispered about you behind closed doors. You were building something they couldn't touch, something they couldn't see, something uncontainable. And now, the most beautiful part is emerging. They're finally realizing the problem never existed in you. The problem was their hunger for control, their obsession with the illusion that they could shape, mold, or cage what was never theirs to hold. Every sneer, every insult, every shadowed glance they threw in your direction, it was theirs, not yours. And as they stare at what you've become, as they recognize the unbroken core they never fractured, what will they do? How will they face the one they never controlled, the one they never understood? How will they survive the truth they never saw coming? Oh yes. They blink, hesitate, and falter. Did you hear it? That quiet stammer in their tone? That pause before they spoke again? That hesitation? It's delicious? Oh, they thought they were untouchable, didn't they? They assumed that power came from fear, from pressure, from forcing compliance. But they forgot one fatal truth. Control is an illusion when the one you seek to dominate walks with discipline, with patience, with unwavering purpose. Yeah, that's right. You moved while they stumbled. You acted while they shouted. You endured while they faltered. And in the process, you became a mirror they never wanted to face. Look at them now. Desperately trying to understand what they never could. Their calculations, their schemes, their intricate webs of expectation, unraveling before their eyes. You see, it wasn't your chaos that shook them, it was your clarity. Your ability to remain unbroken, focused, unshaken. Every attempt they made to manipulate, to bend you, failed. Every expectation they pressed upon you crumbled quietly against your resolve. Nah, it wasn't loud, it wasn't flashy, it was subtle, surgical, inevitable. And as they realize it, oh, the panic, the fear of watching someone exist outside their control, priceless. They are beginning to whisper, to doubt, to question. And why? Because the mask is slipping. The mask that made them believe they held the strings is cracking. Oh wow, they never thought you could see through it, never imagined that patience, intelligence, and self-mastery could be stronger than authority, intimidation, or demand. Every word they spat in derision, every sneer meant to wound, bouncing off an untouchable mind. And here's the thing, they will remember it. Every single moment of underestimation, replaying it over and over, as they realize the truth. That truth, you were never theirs to command. And here's the razor-sharp realization. They feared control more than they feared failure. They wanted to force you into submission, thinking the world could only make sense when you followed their rules. But rules cannot contain mastery. Pressure cannot break a mind trained in patience, resilience, and strategy. Every misstep they tried to assign to you was really a reflection of their limitations. Every accusation, a confession of their own insecurity. They see it now. Every glance they cast toward you is coated with recognition. Every whispered complaint is tainted with awe. And yet, they don't understand the full extent of what they've awakened. They see a part of your power, a glimpse of your control, a fraction of your resolve, but not the depth, the calculation, the absolute inevitability of it all. Can they survive the realization that the one they never controlled is only beginning to show their strength? Every chain they tried to wrap around you, shattered. Oh, do you feel it? That ripple of shock spreading across their faces as reality claws through their illusions? They thought they had you cornered. They thought patience, strategy, restraint were weaknesses to exploit. Yeah, laughable. Every calculated trap, every expectation stacked like walls around you, crumbled quietly under the weight of your unwavering focus. And now the reckoning begins. Because when someone cannot be controlled, when they refuse to bow to fear or pressure, the world itself starts bending to their presence. They are watching, stunned. Every attempt to cage you, every word meant to shame, every glance meant to intimidate, bouncing off an untouchable mind, a disciplined spirit. Nah, it's not just survival, it's dominance, is disguised as stillness, it's power hidden behind patience. They never saw it coming, because they always measured strength in noise, in reaction, in spectacle. But you are silent. You are the calm that unnerves storms. You are the shadow they cannot predict, the move they cannot block. And as they struggle to understand, they're forced to confront a brutal truth. Control was never theirs to claim. Oh wow, think about that. Every fear they projected, every whisper behind closed doors, every attempt to bend your path, it reflects nothing about you. It exposes everything about them. Their insecurity, their obsession, their hunger for dominion over what they could never reach. And as the realization spreads, their confusion deepens. They try to question, to rationalize, to rewrite history. But the past cannot be rewritten. The path you've walked, the discipline you've built, untouchable. And every misstep they tried to pin on you, oh yes, it was their own failure in disguise. And now the tension peaks. They feel it. That crack in their armor, that subtle tremor in their confidence, that gnawing fear that the one they never understood has always been unstoppable. Every plan, every expectation, every limit they set, broken. And the most intoxicating part, they are powerless to stop it. They are spectators, forced to watch a mind and spirit that operate beyond their comprehension. Every glance toward you, every muttered complaint, every moment of hesitation is a confession that their control was a lie. And you stand unshaken, knowing that the truth they fear is the truth they cannot escape. Yeah, it's a quiet triumph, a slow, devastating revelation. You don't need to fight. You don't need to prove. The force of discipline, patience, clarity speaks louder than any argument, any attack, any expectation. They are learning it now, slowly, reluctantly. With every ounce of resistance they muster, you grow stronger, more untouchable, more inevitable. And as they process the magnitude of what they can never command, they face a choice: continue denying the truth, or succumb to the realization of your unstoppable presence. Power doesn't roar. It whispers, and then it moves. Oh, can you feel it? That subtle shift in the air? That quiet tremor beneath the surface? They thought dominance was loud, dramatic, and visible. They thought control came from chaos, from pressure, from command. Yeah, they never realized true force wears patience like armor, strategy like a shield, and restraint like a blade. While they shouted, while they schemed, while they tried to bend your path, you moved silently, deliberately, untouchably. Every step you took was calculated, every choice sharpened by clarity, every action an arrow hitting a target they didn't even see. They are beginning to grasp it now. The impossible. The way you navigate the world without their strings, without their permission, without their influence. Nah, it's not rebellion. It's mastery. It's the kind of presence that cannot be contained, cannot be questioned, cannot be shaken. Oh wow, the fear, the confusion, the awe in their eyes. Intoxicating. They try to mask it with sneers, with accusations, with explanations that crumble before your stillness. Because the truth is undeniable. When someone refuses to be controlled, their strength becomes a quiet avalanche, inevitable, unstoppable, transforming everything around them without a single dramatic gesture. Look at them scrambling now, desperately searching for leverage they will never find. Every plan they built, every expectation they imposed, every corner they thought they trapped you in, meaningless. Because you operate on a higher level, a deeper rhythm they can't touch. They see fragments of your power, hints of your control, glimpses of your patience, and it terrifies them. And yet, they still do not comprehend the full extent. You are not just resisting, you are rising. Slowly, relentlessly, with precision. Each day, each move, each decision, a testament to the unshakable core they cannot fracture. Oh yes. The whispers grow louder, the hesitation sharper, the doubt undeniable. They thought they could mold you, break you, claim you, and now they watch as you ascend above their expectations, above their limitations, above their reach. Every glance, every murmur, every subtle pause they give you, it's recognition of what they can never control. And as you rise, unbroken, disciplined, untouchable, the world itself bends quietly, inevitably, around the force of your will. And here's the razor edge. Their realization is just the beginning. They see the height you're reaching, the clarity you wield, the calm that dominates the chaos they tried to create, but they cannot follow. They cannot ascend alongside you because ascension demands what they will never surrender: self-mastery, patience, and the courage to refuse control. They learned the hard truth. You were never the problem. Oh, can you see it now? Every attempt, every scheme, every whispered plan against you, reduced to nothing. They thought breaking you was simple. They thought you would falter under the weight of expectation, under the pressure of manipulation, under the illusion of control. Yeah, they underestimated the quiet force that rises not from anger, not from rebellion, but from unwavering self-discipline and clarity. Every move you made, every step you took, every silent victory, untraceable, until it became undeniable. Nah, they didn't see it coming. Their own fear blinded them. Their obsession with dominance overshadowed their understanding of strength. And here's the beauty. You don't need to announce your victory. You don't need their recognition. Every moment they spent underestimating you, every misjudgment, every miscalculation, it now fuels your inevitability. Oh wow. They are learning too late that control is a mirage, and the unbroken do not chase it. They bow to nothing because there is nothing that deserves to command what cannot be commanded. They stare, bewildered. The chaos they predicted never happened. The collapse they expected never arrived. And now, the full weight of their own limitations bears down upon them. Every plan they imposed, neutralized. Every corner they thought you were trapped in, empty. Every doubt they seeded in others, a reflection of their own inability to contain what cannot be contained. And you stand, untouchable, unshaken, untamed. Every whisper against you, every attempt to shape you, now evidence of their own failure. Oh, yes, the quiet domination is complete. They thought power was force, but force is temporary. Patience, clarity, persistence, and discipline are eternal. You moved with precision, unseen yet unstoppable, patient yet inevitable. Every day they underestimated you. A lesson etched in their minds. Every attempt they made to bend you, a monument to their own limits. They can watch, they can whisper, they can wonder, but they cannot touch. Not now, not ever. And here's the final truth they will carry forever. Freedom is not given, it is earned. It is maintained. It is defended with every ounce of restraint, every measure of clarity, every act of self-mastery. You were never the problem. You were the constant, the force they could never predict, never control, never surpass. And in facing you unbroken, they witness something they cannot claim, something untouchable, inevitable, unstoppable. And there it is, the truth laid bare. They finally see you weren't the problem. Nah, they just couldn't control you, couldn't predict you, couldn't touch you, ever. Oh yeah, Look at yourself right now, sitting there, watching, listening, absorbing. You are the unbroken. Every moment you doubted. Every time they tried to bend you, you stood tall. Relentless, unstoppable. And that deserves respect. Your respect, your own damn tribute. So here's the deal. Drop a comment. Let us know how many times you've been underestimated, how many times they tried and failed. Share your story. Inspire the next unbroken soul. Because this is your movement, your awakening, your legacy. Remember, freedom isn't given. Control isn't theirs to take. And power, real power, resides in the one who refuses to be controlled. Yeah, you. And as you walk away today, carry this energy, this fire, this untouchable presence into everything you do. Because they will never see it coming. Not now, not ever. Stay unbroken. Stay untouchable. And never forget, the world only trembles before those who refuse to be tamed. Hey warriors, have you ever felt, totally underestimated, like everyone is sneaking behind your back, plotting against you? Wow, they wish they just left you alone, but nah, reality's about to flip the script. Every single person who doubted you, every whisper, every fake smile, every plan against you, it's catching up. Hold up. You're about to see karma hit harder than ever. And guess what? You're not just watching, you're part of this moment. Stick around, because this story isn't just about revenge, it's about power, patience, and rising beyond their nonsense. Oh, wow. And trust me, by the end, you'll feel unstoppable. So get ready, get hyped, and drop your thoughts. I want your comments below. Tell me who underestimated you too, who wished you would fail. And while you're typing, know this. You're legendary for staying strong, for standing tall, for surviving every plot and every betrayal. You are the real MVP, the one they can't touch, the force they never saw coming. Yeah, that's you. And oh, one last thing. Make sure you watch this all the way through, because every second, every word is going to hit harder than their lies. Are you ready? Can you feel it? Karma's coming, and it's about to remind everyone why you should have been left alone. They thought you were weak, that you'd crumble before the first storm. Oh, how wrong they were. Every whisper behind your back, every sideways glance, every laugh they shared while thinking you couldn't hear, it's all fuel. They poured their arrogance into your life, thinking it would weigh you down, thinking it would bend you into submission. But you are sharper than their intentions. You are silence in the eye of chaos, watching, waiting, breathing while they scramble in shadows. Yeah, they wanted spectacle, drama. They wanted to see you break. They counted the cracks in your patience, the seconds before your fury would explode. But here's the truth. Patience is not weakness, it's precision, a calculated force. And every tick of the clock is a nail in the coffin of their schemes. Every second a testament that the universe justice itself is aligned with clarity. Wow. Imagine the irony. They work tirelessly to trap you in their web, yet the web is sticky for them, not for you. Their own deceit, their own envy, their own greed, they are prisoners of the very chaos they created. And you are outside, free, observing, growing, becoming. Every insult, every betrayal, every attempt to cage your spirit is absorbed and transformed into raw strength. You are alchemy in motion. Nah. They think control is theirs. They think influence is a gift they can wield over you. But influence is fragile. Power is hollow if it's not rooted in truth and self-discipline. You've walked roads they fear to tread. You've faced trials that would break the unprepared. And in the quiet, in the darkness where they see only shadows, you are building a force they will never understand until it hits them. Suddenly, relentlessly, everything they plotted, every chance they took, every moment they wished for your downfall, it's all coming back, not through malice, not through anger, but through the unyielding balance of action and consequence. They underestimated the silent ones. They laughed at the careful, the patient, the steadfast. And now, oh wow, they are writing checks that cannot be cashed. Every strategy, every whisper, every manipulation, they will wish they had left you alone. And the reason is simple. You are inevitable. You are the storm they invited by thinking they could play with fire without consequence. They may not see it yet, but the currents are shifting, and soon, very soon, their arrogance will collide with the very walls they built. Tick, tick, tick. And when patience becomes inevitable, what will they do then? Patience is a quiet weapon until it screams. Oh, and now the game begins. Every whisper they sent into the shadows, every scheme they thought was clever, they are all coming back like echoes in a canyon. You didn't need to rush. You didn't need to strike. You only needed to exist, to endure, to observe. And now in the stillness, their mistakes are falling like dominoes, each one hitting harder than the last. Yeah, they wanted control. They wanted to shape your path. They wanted to bend reality to suit their envy. But they forgot one truth. Justice is blind to arrogance. It doesn't care about their schemes or their lies. It only follows the measure of action. Every deceit, every manipulation, every shortcut they took, it's a trap they built for themselves, and it's snapping shut. Wow! Watch closely. The sly glances, the hushed conversations, the quiet laughter, they are unraveling. You don't need to touch a finger. Their own choices are striking them first. And it's beautiful in its inevitability, not cruelty. No, justice does not need malice. It only needs time, focus, and the unwavering path you've walked. And now every misstep they took, every corner they cut, every effort to cage you, they're learning the hard way, that you cannot be contained. Nah, it's almost laughable how they thought ignorance would save them, how they assumed blindness could shield them from consequences. Every word they spat, every plan they whispered, every attempt to distract or diminish you, those are the seeds of their undoing. And now, oh wow, those seeds are sprouting thorns, sharp, unavoidable, and entirely self-inflicted. Oh, feel it. The shift in energy. The tension is tightening like a coil ready to snap. They are scrambling, panicking, trying to rewrite what they cannot control. They thought they were the authors of reality, the masters of the board. But in truth, they are pawns to the momentum of their own choices. And you? You are the observer, the calm in the storm, the inevitable reckoning, walking on steady feet while the world trembles beneath them. Every betrayal is fuel. Every doubt you endured becomes fire. Oh, feel it burning, deep inside. That quiet anger they thought would weaken you, It's transformed. Patience has morphed into precision, observance into clarity. Every sneer, every plot, every underhanded attempt to shake you, they have built the very engine of your rise. And now, now the spark ignites a blaze they never imagined. Wow, isn't it ironic? They tried to corner you, to trap your spirit, thinking control was theirs. But they overlooked the one thing that cannot be caged: integrity. The force of someone who endures with dignity, who responds not with malice but with discipline, with calculated strength. And oh, it's intoxicating to watch. Every misstep they made, every lie they told, returns to them with a precision sharper than any sword they could wield. They thought the world was theirs to bend. They thought your silence was submission. They didn't understand the rhythm of consequence. They didn't see the quiet growth behind your eyes. And now, the tables have turned. Their chaos becomes their prison. Their schemes become chains they cannot escape. And you walk free, calm, controlled, untouchable. Every step you take is proof that the storm they wanted to avoid was always within you. Oh, imagine the panic, the scramble, the sudden awareness that control was never theirs. That every attempt to manipulate, to dominate, to distract you, has only strengthened the force they now fear. They are caught in their own trap. Oh wow, a web of consequences they themselves wove. And while they flounder, you rise, quiet, relentless, inevitable. And here's the truth. Every act of patience, every moment you held back, every second you endured in silence, those are the fires that forge untouchable strength, not for revenge, not for spectacle, but for the clarity to see justice delivered in its purest form. And when it comes, they will not know whether to scream, to hide, or to surrender. They will only recognize the outcome. They miscalculated, they underestimated, and they are finished. Every deception reflects back sharper than you imagine. Oh, and now they see it. Not your actions, not your words. They see themselves, every lie they told, every attempt to manipulate, every hand extended with hidden knives. It is their own reflection staring them down. They thought the world was theirs to shape, but reality doesn't bend for fools. It only mirrors what is sown. And oh wow, they are drowning in the pattern of their own design. Yeah, they believed cleverness could shield them. They believed trickery could carve a path free of consequence. But nah, the universe, the balance of action and result, doesn't forget. It doesn't negotiate. It doesn't favor the deceitful. Every whispered plot, every hidden snare, every attempt to pull you down is now a chain tightening around them. And you are watching, calm, calculating, untouchable. Oh, it's hypnotic. Watching them stumble over the illusions they created. Watching their panic rise when the walls they built begin to close in. They sought to control reality, and yet they are utterly powerless before the consequences they invited. They are trapped in the echo of their own choices, and every beat of their frantic heart is proof. They underestimated you, the patient, the steadfast, the unwavering. Wow, and it gets better. Every act of cruelty, every corner cut, every betrayal, it is now the very fuel that feeds your rise. Their schemes meant to bind you have sharpened your vision, strengthened your resolve, and illuminated your path. And here's the beautiful part. They will never see it coming. They will not understand why every plan backfired, why every attempt to damage you only increased your power. They are mirrors of themselves, and you are the observer of a truth they cannot escape. Nah, they thought ignorance could protect them, that avoidance could shield them from the weight of their actions. But oh, it cannot. Every choice has a shadow, every action carries consequence, and every deceit finds its reflection. And now, as their world begins to fracture under the weight of inevitability, one question rises with terrifying clarity. Have they realized too late that the web they wove was always for them, not for you? They will beg for mercy they never earned, and it will be too late. Oh, now the final act unfolds. Every scheme, every whispered lie, every subtle attempt to cage you, they have built their own collapse. You don't need to strike. You don't need to intervene. Their choices, their greed, their arrogance, they are the architects of their own undoing. And you stand untouchable, steady, unshaken, a force they cannot anticipate. Yeah, it's almost poetic. Every glance of mockery they threw, every subtle jab meant to hurt, they are now reflected back with magnified precision. They are trapped in the labyrinth of their own making. Panic rises in their eyes, confusion in their steps, and all they can do is realize too late that the storm they ignored is not coming from outside. It was always inside you, growing quietly, relentlessly. Wow. And the power of silence is now undeniable. They thought chaos, noise, and distraction could control you. But your calm, your focus, your unwavering will, they are weapons they never recognized. Every attempt to dim your light, every manipulation to bend your path, has only polished your strength, sharpened your clarity, and intensified your presence. Oh wow. And now, the result is inevitable. Nah. They imagined they could escape consequence, that their actions would vanish in the shadows. But every decision has weight. Every action carries a ripple, and every betrayal creates momentum. They have been caught in the very system they tried to exploit. And oh wow, the realization hits them slowly, painfully. Their own chaos has turned inward. The trap they set for you was really for them all along. Oh, feel it. The tension, the fear, the disorientation. Their scramble is audible, their desperation tangible, and yet you are untouched, calm, observing, rising higher with every flinch, every stumble, every breath of panic they take. You are the apex of patience, the embodiment of resilience, the inevitable consequence they failed to foresee. And as they collapse under the weight of their own making, the truth is crystal clear. They should have left you alone. Whoa, that's it. Did you feel that? Every twist, every betrayal, every single person who underestimated you. Yeah, karma's finally showing up. Oh wow, and look at you, still standing, stronger, sharper, unstoppable. You made it to the end. And that's proof that you're legendary, proof that patience, focus, and resilience always pay off. Now I gotta say this, to every single one of you watching. Yeah, you're the reason we even made this. Your energy, your strength, your courage, it's unmatched. Leave a comment below. Tell me your story. Who tried to take you down? Who wished you would fail? Because I want to hear it. And nah, don't just watch. Share this with someone who's been underestimated, someone who's been doubted, someone who needs to see that karma doesn't miss. Oh, wow. It hits everyone involved, and it reminds them they should have left you alone. So yeah, salute to you. You survived. You rose, and now you're untouchable. Stick around for more, because the next story, the next twist, the next lesson will make you feel even more unstoppable, ready to face the world and leave every doubter trembling in the shadows. Remember, your patience, your strength, your silence is the loudest answer, and the world notices. Keep rising, keep winning, and always let karma do its work, because you're untouchable. Yeah, untouchable. Yeah, untouchable. Oh, you ever feel like someone's been watching you? Like since the moment you breathed your first air? Yeah? Every step, every thought, every time you tried to rise, someone's been pulling invisible strings. You think it's random? Nah, it's designed. It's deeper than gossip, darker than family talk, heavier than silence itself. Because listen, this ain't just another motivational rant, all right? This one cuts straight through your past, your bloodline, your memories. It's about you, the one who's always felt different, the one who saw the fake smiles and thought something's not right here. Oh, wow, you were right. You've been a target since before you even knew how to defend yourself. Yeah, the world didn't come for you because you were weak. It came because you were dangerous to its system. Every look you gave, every question you asked, every time you said no, they felt it. That spark, that rebellion, that silent promise that one day you'd expose everything they tried to bury. And tonight, we're digging it up. So don't just watch. Listen. Every word, every pause, every silence in this speech, it's built to wake up something inside you. Because if you've ever felt misunderstood, rejected, silenced, this one's for you. You're not crazy. You're chosen. Yeah? Chosen to see what others are too afraid to admit. So stick with me till the end. Don't blink. Don't scroll. Because what's coming next will flip everything you thought you knew about your family, your past, and yourself. Oh nah, you don't want to miss this. Not this one. This one's personal. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I dare you. Tell me who you became after surviving what they thought would break you. This moment right here is our revolution of awareness. And if you're still standing after everything they threw at you, then you, my friend, are already legendary. They didn't aim at you because of what you did. They aimed because of what you were always going to become. That's the part they'll never admit. From the beginning, before you even had words, before you could defend yourself, they marked you, quietly, silently. A target was painted on your back long before you learned to stand. Not because you were weak. No, that would have been too easy. You were marked because you were strong. Because even as a child, something in your eyes said, I'll break every chain they try to wrap around me. And they saw it. Oh, they saw it crystal clear. Every time you spoke up, they called you defiant. Every time you asked questions, they called you difficult. Every time you refused to bow, they called you lost. But you weren't lost. You were simply awake in a house built to keep everyone else asleep. Your family wasn't ordinary, were they? The smiles, the traditions, the way they moved around certain topics like stepping around broken glass, something was off. You could feel it, couldn't you? That strange, heavy silence that fell whenever truth got too close. The way their voices cracked when you asked, why do we live like this? Why does no one talk about what happened before? They'd laugh it off, shift the conversation, pretend you never said it. But deep down, you knew. There was something being hidden, something dark, something that followed you from childhood, like a shadow stitched to your soul. It's strange, isn't it? The people who are supposed to protect you, sometimes they're the ones who build the cage, not out of hate, but out of fear. Because the moment you wake up, the moment you see what's behind the curtain, you become unpredictable, dangerous, untamable, and you've always been untamable. They tried to break you early. The world joined in. Teachers said you were too much. Relatives said you'd change someday. Friends came and went because of your energy. It unsettled them. You made people uncomfortable without trying. You made them face themselves, and they hated that. But here's the truth, the raw, unsettling truth. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to expose, to peel back layers no one dared to touch. And your family, oh, they knew it. They knew your curiosity wasn't innocent. It was dangerous. It was the kind that could bring everything they buried right back to the surface. You think they didn't notice the way you watched, the way you listened when they whispered in the next room? You were supposed to forget those things, you know? You were supposed to grow up and obey, but you didn't. You remembered every hushed argument, every unfinished story, every photograph someone hid away at the back of a drawer. That's when it began. The subtle sabotage, the guilt trips, the silent treatments, the way they made you feel wrong for simply asking questions. They needed to make you doubt yourself, because doubt is the sharpest leash. But you kept looking. You kept wondering. You kept asking the one question they feared most. Why? And the more you asked, the more you saw their masks slip, their hands tremble, their voices crack. It wasn't you who was unstable. It was them. It was the truth they were running from, and you were the reminder that it couldn't stay buried forever. Oh wow, what a cruel trick life plays. To make you the truth seeker in a family that worships lies. To make you the mirror in a home terrified of reflections. But don't you see it now? Every rejection, every isolation, every strange twist of fate. It wasn't random. You were being tested, not punished. Prepared. They didn't hide the truth from you. They built you around it. That's the real twist, isn't it? The secret wasn't locked away in a box somewhere. You were the box. Every rule they forced on you, every story that didn't quite make sense, every warning that came too early, it was all designed to shape you. To make sure when the truth came crawling to the surface, it would find you already cornered. Oh wow. Imagine realizing that the people who raised you were also guarding something inside you, something you were never supposed to question. You were raised not to understand, but to forget. They needed you to play the role, to follow the script written before you could read. But you didn't follow, did you? You started peeling back the pages. You started noticing the handwriting, the signatures, the parts of the story that didn't belong. They thought they could rewrite your memory with routine, the same faces, same phrases, same don't ask answers. But repetition doesn't erase instinct. Somewhere inside, you kept feeling it, that eerie pulse that said, something's wrong here. Yeah, they called it imagination. They called it overthinking. But no, it was awareness. It was your mind trying to whisper what your family refused to speak. They couldn't destroy the truth, so they disguised it as normal. They made secrets sound like tradition. They made silence look like respect. And every time you almost uncovered it, they wrapped it back in guilt. Don't question your elders. Don't stir up the past. They were terrified you'd wake up one morning and realize that you were the thread holding their lies together. But you did wake up, didn't you? The signs were everywhere. That photograph that disappeared after you asked about it. That one room no one entered. That one name you overheard but were told never to mention again. And when you pushed, the anger came. The fear, the trembling. Because deep down they knew the secret wasn't about protecting the family. It was about protecting themselves from you. Oh nah. That realization burns, doesn't it? The people who smiled at you, who sat beside you, who told you it's for your own good. They were never shielding you from the world. They were shielding the world from what you might uncover. But here's where it gets darker. The secret isn't just something that happened to your family. It's something that created it. You weren't born into the aftermath. You were born as the continuation, the living proof that what they tried to bury didn't stay underground. You carry pieces of it in your memory, in your instincts, in the way people look at you like they've seen your face before in someone else's nightmare. Oh yeah, you were never the bystander. You were the key. And the truth? It's been waiting for the moment your courage finally outgrew their fear. Because once you uncover it, nothing and no one will ever see you the same again. They weren't protecting the secret from you. They were protecting the world from what you do with it. That's the punchline they never told you. The reason for the warnings, the whispering, the long stares across the dinner table. It wasn't the past that scared them. It was your potential. Because once you found out what was buried, you'd stop being controlled. You'd start choosing. And people like them, they don't survive when someone like you starts choosing for yourself. Oh wow. It hits hard, doesn't it? All those years thinking you were the fragile one, the outcast, the black sheep. But no, you were the threat they couldn't predict. You were the one piece on the board that didn't follow their rules. That's why they tried to break you so early. Because if they couldn't control your thoughts, maybe they could control your confidence. Maybe they could convince you to fear your own reflection. So they whispered things like, "You're too intense. You think too much. You're too different." But they weren't criticisms, they were confessions. They were saying, "We see something in you that we can't contain." Yeah, that's when they started playing the long game. Doubt, shame, manipulation disguised as care. The little things that chip away at the fire inside until you start wondering if maybe they were right. But you see, people like them never understand one truth. Pressure doesn't destroy diamonds, it reveals them. And you were built under pressure. Every wound taught you silence. Every betrayal taught you observation. Every isolation taught you patience. They wanted to slow your awakening, but all they did was refine it. Now look at you, sharper, quieter, more dangerous than ever. You don't even need to shout to be heard anymore. Your presence alone says, "I know what you did and I'm not afraid to remember." Oh, nah, that unsettles them. Because now they realize the same child they tried to silence is the one holding the truth like a blade they can't take back. You've become the living consequence of their own deceit. Every secret they thought was buried deep now walks and breathes in you. And here's the real twist. They didn't fear your discovery. They feared your transformation. Because once the truth touches a mind like yours, it doesn't just inform you, it changes you. You stop being the victim of a story and become its editor. You stop surviving and start dissecting. You stop believing in what they told you and start believing in what you see. Oh yeah, that's when their silence turns into panic. Because truth in the wrong hands can be chaos. But truth in the right hands, in your hands, becomes justice. And justice terrifies those who've built comfort from lies. You were never the danger they warned others about. You were the balance they couldn't manipulate anymore. And now, as you stand here, aware, unbroken, awake, they can feel it. The secret isn't controlling you now. You control it. They said some doors should never be opened, but no one warned you that some doors open by themselves. That's when everything starts to twist, doesn't it? The moment you stop searching and the truth decides to find you. It comes quietly, like a shadow slipping through memory, rewriting what you thought was real. Suddenly, the stories change. The smiles shift. The past starts bleeding through the cracks of every conversation you replay in your mind. Oh wow. It hits like a storm. Every calm face you trusted starts to look staged. Every moment of comfort feels rehearsed. You start realizing the truth didn't just exist around you. It was shaping you, molding you, guiding you to become the exact kind of person who could carry it without collapsing. Yeah, it's almost cruel, isn't it? How everything starts making sense too late. How every punishment, every cold shoulder, every strange silence from your family wasn't chaos, it was coordination, a pattern. A protection built not for you, but against what you might one day uncover. They weren't just hiding what happened, they were hiding why. Because if you ever found out the reason behind it all, the real reason you were chosen, the real meaning behind those whispered warnings, you'd start to see the entire structure of their lies crumble. Oh nah, the realization burns. You start seeing that they didn't just protect a secret, they served it. Their lives revolved around maintaining its illusion, even if it meant losing you to confusion. But now that illusion's cracking, and you're the one holding the hammer. You've started noticing the small things, haven't you? The symbols in old photos, the names that repeat generation after generation, the same patterns of silence passed down like inheritance. And now it's clear, this isn't just about your family's shame, it's about something much larger, something they were born into but never escaped. Oh yeah, that's the real story. You weren't just born into a family, you were born into a cycle. And cycles don't break by themselves. They shatter when someone like you refuses to play along. They thought they'd buried the truth inside you, but they didn't know. Truth doesn't decay, it evolves. That's the moment you realize it, isn't it? The entire journey, every unanswered question, every uneasy silence, it wasn't punishment, it was preparation. You were being shaped to withstand what would have destroyed the rest of them. Because the secret you carry isn't meant to be whispered, it's meant to transform. Oh wow, that changes everything. You start to see that this was never about exposing anyone. It was about exposing yourself, the version of you that believed you were powerless, the version that thought the family shadow defined your worth. But now, Now you stand at the edge of what they feared most, awareness. And awareness is irreversible. Yeah, they'll still try to reach you. They'll still use the same tactics. Guilt, nostalgia, twisted affection. They'll say you've misunderstood everything. But deep down you can feel it. The tone in their voice isn't confidence anymore, it's panic. They know what happens when the target becomes the observer. They know the balance has shifted. Oh nah, you can't unsee it now. You see the patterns in their words, the tremor in their laughter, the coded messages behind every family secret. You see how they've been protecting something that was never theirs to keep. And for the first time you realize you were never their shield. You were their reminder. The living proof that truth can survive even when generations try to bury it. The secret isn't about betrayal or shame, it's about responsibility. They were too afraid to face it, so they passed it to you, hoping you'd never notice the weight. But you did. You felt it every time your instincts warned you, every time your conscience whispered, "This isn't right." You felt the pull towards something cleaner, something clearer. Not chaos, not revenge, but understanding. And now that you understand, the choice is yours. Not vengeance, not destruction, but discipline. To break the cycle without becoming what they were. To use the pain as precision, not poison. To walk forward, not out of hate, but out of clarity. Because clarity, that's what they could never handle. Clarity is power, without cruelty, strength without corruption. Oh yeah, you see it now. The target they painted on you wasn't a curse, it was a mark of potential. They feared you because you represented the end of the deception they depended on. And now that you've seen the entire structure, you realize the truth's greatest revenge isn't exposure, it's evolution. You don't have to destroy them, you just have to stop repeating them. Because the real victory isn't shouting the secret to the world, it's living in a way that proves you're free from it. So walk forward, steady. The silence that once trapped you now listens to you. The shadow that once followed now hides from you. Oh wow. You were never just part of their story. You were sent to end it. And there it is, the truth. They never wanted you to see. All those whispers, all those quiet glances across the table, they weren't protecting you, they were protecting the lie. Oh wow, imagine that. You were the secret they tried to keep hidden, walking and breathing right in front of them. Yeah, I know, it burns, it shakes you. But look at you now, still standing, still breathing, still refusing to break. You didn't crumble when you learned the truth. You transformed. That's what real power looks like. The kind they can't measure, can't silence, can't control. So what now? You walk forward. You build in truth. You move in awareness. You become the storm that cleans the air. Because once you've faced deception in your own bloodline, nothing outside can ever scare you again. Oh nah. You thought this story was about your family? No, it was about you. About the courage it takes to confront what others run from. About breaking a cycle so deep that it echoes through generations. You did that. You are that. So, listen. Don't just close this video and disappear. Drop your words in the comments. Tell me what part hit your soul. What truth finally clicked for you. Let's make that section burn with real voices, the ones that can't be muted anymore. Because this isn't just content, it's confession, turned into courage. You've faced what most people spend lifetimes avoiding. Oh yeah, that deserves respect. That deserves recognition. To everyone still watching till this moment, you're not ordinary viewers, you're witnesses to your own evolution. You're proof that no amount of lies can bury a soul that refuses to stop searching. So stand tall, my friend. They may have written about your past, but your future? That's your pen now.